I would call myself an amateur aficionado. Amateur. But I can definitely tell a good cup of coffee. And I really appreciate the work that goes into roasting and kind of the craft that coffee is now in our culture.
Oh, no. I was looking at bagel puppies.
I am a gold card member at Starbucks. I definitely still go, but you go for different reasons. If I want like a drink, I go there. But if I want a cup of coffee, I come here. I know that sounds a little silly because it's coffee that you're drinking at Starbucks, but I think that's the difference. It's a drink versus just a good cup of coffee.
So these newer age, connected to the community, authenticity, let's be honest and real with one another, that's what draws people in. And I think that's what's attractive about these young coffee companies and these different communities, is being so authentic and real and connecting with their community, not just being a part of it to make money.
So we want to offer different experiences to people through different concepts like Stumptown and Intelligentsia. So we capture more than our share of all these new consumers, these 18 to 34-year-olds who are coming very aggressively and very passionately into coffee. Those consumers want to go to many different coffee shops, many different cafes, and enjoy coffee in many different ways. And as we look toward the future, we want to be able to satisfy those needs better than anybody. And the best way to do it actually is not to try to completely change Pete's into something that we're not. We can still satisfy those consumers by doing what Pete's does really well, but then we can bring in more consumers by being affiliated and partnered with Stumptown and Intelligentsia.
Now, the trend in food and beverage is to think more about where your food comes from, what's in it, ingredients, authenticity. I mean, those are all things you've seen in the craft beer movement, in the gourmet food movement. And so it's natural that you would see coffee progress in the same way. As people care more about the ingredients and care more about how coffee is produced, what sort of labor is used to produce it in different parts of the world, then naturally they're going to migrate, a certain number of people will migrate to the kind of places that will provide that for you.